woke warriors! Did you know that sun doesn't really cause skin cancer? Or does it? Let's unpack this viral video's bold claim. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and let's jump into it. Alright, we got another interesting video here. This one's talking about skin cancer and the American Standard Diet. It seems to be another very controversial subject. So let's see what they're saying. There's this, I believe, heard to be a doctor who is talking about the correlation between skin cancer and diet. What do you guys think? Are you guys afraid of the sun? You guys use sunscreen? Or do you guys eat well and healthy? So I'm going to send this to him and see what his thoughts are about this subject. Interesting.
Sunlight reduces the size of internal cancerous tumors.
I thought sun causes cancer.
Well,
Everybody
actually,
says stay out of the sun because it causes cancer.
that's right. They did a study at Baylor University where they took two groups of experimental animals. They gave one the standard American diet, which is terrible. They gave the other one a highly nutritious diet. Then they exposed both groups of animals to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. In the group on the standard American diet, 25% got skin cancer. In the group on the highly nutritious diet, not one animal got skin cancer. It's the way we're eating. Skin cancer is a relatively new phenomenon in the last 60 years or so, and yet our ancestors for hundreds of years have been living outdoors, working outdoors, and they didn't get skin cancer. It's a new phenomenon.
All right, there's some bold claims in this one. What am I, a doctor? No. But some basic understanding of physics will tell you when we talk about sun, we talk about UV radiation, right? And UV radiation is also part of the high energy radiation, which means they're ionizing radiation, which means they can knock electrons out of orbit or put them in a higher state of energy, which makes them more reactive to other elements in atoms and or molecules, okay? So this is the basic principle of what we call high energy radiation. And why is this cancer inducing? Because it can literally change or can affect the duplication of your DNA inside of your cells. Another thing that affects the duplication of DNA, as I understand it, which is very superficially, is this thing called free radicals, for example. And what causes free radicals? Oxygen. So I pretend to understand what kinds of mechanisms may be involved in what they're saying, but sunlight is still dangerous. Radiation is still dangerous. There's a reason why the freaking new Fantastic Four has a different origin story now, because we understand that gamma radiation would definitely kill you. It wouldn't turn into a mutant. It will literally obliterate cells, blowing an atomic bomb. And, you know, atomic bombs emit gamma radiation and X-rays and all these kind of crazy stuff. We understand how that works. So we can't say that sun doesn't cause skin cancer. It definitely does. What happens also is that maybe through what you eat, you'll probably have more or less of these free radicals that then will affect, you know, how certain mechanisms in the cell may or may not detect this faulty DNA and tell the cell to stop, kill itself. So don't quote me on any of this that I just told you, but these are the general principles that are at work. This relationship might actually be true, but the way it is explained or the way this is edited is not really communicating the actual principles of that are may or may not be active in this claim. And again, this is one study. 25% is a lot. 1/4, but to say, oh, it's not sun that causes cancer, it's not UV radiation that ionizes your atoms, you can't debate that. What you can debate is that, oh, through better nutrition, some of these elements, your body actually has the tools to neutralize it, or even the opposite, which has nothing to do with the sun and has everything to do with the diet, which is saying the diet actually is so bad for you that will increase your chances of getting cancer. Those are totally different mechanisms. So I guess what I'm trying to say is everything that she might have said might be actually true, but the cause effect, the causality of that she explains might not necessarily be how she's explaining it. The outcome might be the same, but the actual understanding of the mechanism might not be the same. And it's really easy to claim, like, this is one study. We should also be skeptical of the size, the volume of the study. It wasn't even done in humans. Different animals will have different metabolic mechanisms, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So it's an unfair comparison and it's an unfair conclusion. It might be an interesting, you know, this needs more study, but at the end of the day, let's go back to the basic principles that are working. And again, I have like 12th grade physics, 12th grade biology, a lot more smarter people, a lot more educated people who can explain or can even say that all I just said was a bunch of crap, but does not compute necessarily with some of other more fundamental principles that are more commonly known or should be more commonly known. So it's a half truth, but thanks for sharing.
Hello, woke warriors, and thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to hit that like button. We invite you to join the conversation by writing a comment down below. And if you want to watch more videos like this, go ahead and click the links on the screen. We post a new video every Wednesday, so click that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out. And we'll see you on the next one.